I want to cover a basic pattern that we all should understand and start to utilize. So, if you remember watching those two small short clip videos that I sent through the Messenger app to your parents, if you haven't seen it, go ask them and take a look at it. But that talks about spacing, and you might have picked up on when the guy who's narrating mentions identifying two versus one, two against one situations. So this is going to build off of that. Um, in our offense, I want us to, let's just use a 2-3 setup, right? A lot of times kids stay comfortable around the free throw line because generally that's where a lot of action is going to start to happen. So our kids and other kids, they have a tendency of playing higher up. What I want us to do though is the ones and the twos, when you bring up the ball, your primary responsibility as you bring it up is to make sure that our guys set up low, right? So specifically, I want the 4 to set up down here and the 3 to set up down here. Now, the reason why we do that is because by setting up low, you're going to bring your defender down here with you. All right. So that as the ball moves around, if our ball handler gets an opportunity to drive in, and remember on a 2-3 setup, the 5 is going to move opposite side, right? So the 5 is going to go here, bringing their D. So now that the 2 has an opportunity to drive, I want that floor to be clear, right? Now we've got this whole floor cleared up. Where if we don't recognize the spacing, even as simple as the 5 not recognizing the move, and the ball is over here now, it comes in, you can see clearly the 5D's got an easy step up to help. Okay, so that's why we want the spacings, so that one, it's the opposite side, so that one, all this space opens up. Okay, now the pattern I want you to think about is this. When you drive in, if it stays one-on-one, I want you to take the ball, force it, not really force it, but if it stays one-on-one, it's you to the hoop, all right? I want you to take it to the hoop, get as close as you can for a layup. Now, in situations where you can't, now let's pretend that you take it in and your D's following you, and now the help side comes. So the 5D comes and helps. A lot of times the game is going to move so quickly that the ball handler kind of stops and might even turn around, right? Might even turn around but stops, or might force a shot up against 2 defenders. The pattern that I want you to work through is don't panic. The second job that you have, well, the first one is to take the one-on-one. If it stays one-on-one, you take it to the hoop. The second job you have is to read and identify the help defense. So don't panic when the help steps up, because what the help has told us is that the open man is going to be this guy. So as the help come in, you might draw him in a little bit more, and then you just dump it off to the 5. Okay? So the pattern is, again, take the one-on-one. If it stays one-on-one, good. as you go through your defender, read the help defense. If no help, you finish one-on-one. If the help steps up, draw him in, and then make the pass to the help side offensive guy. Okay. Now the next pattern is going to be a domino. Let's pretend that, let's reset this here. So let's say that the ball is back up top. The 2 is back up top. Okay. This guy's here. You are back on your 5. Let's say that the 2 drives in. Okay, and the D follows. And now the help side comes in from the corner. The second job is done, right? You don't have to panic. Don't force a shot. Now the help side just told us that the open man is over here. Okay, so we kick it off to the open man. Now, when the open man gets the ball, this guy is going to be crashing back. So the open man would either drive it in against his D, and when he drives it in, he's going to look at the help defense too. Where's the help coming from? If there's no help defense coming over, it's one-on-one, take it to the hoop. If the help comes, dish it off to the help side, whoever's stepping up. Now, the domino happens where, and this is where it might take us a little bit more time, but we have also that pass and rotate. So if the 2 doesn't recover, we have that the 1 would rotate over as well. And the 2, in theory, should be completing their rotation. But let's not get too complicated yet. Let's just pretend that the 2 is going to go in, dump it off, and then return back. But if the help side recovers, the 4 can pass it out to the 1. That's going to cause the defense to shift. And as this guy's coming over, there might also be an opportunity, if the 3's moving around as well, for us to pass it down over here. So domino is where you keep making passes like the dominoes falling. And as we make one extra pass, the defense is going to fall back a half step every time behind us. At some point, we're going to have a clearer shot. Okay. So the patterns, again, this is getting a little bit tricky here, but just keep it simple. Let me erase all of this. The patterns that I want you to think about is take one-on-one. If stays one-on-one, take to hoop. If help D comes, dump to help. Okay, and then the help side offense, when you get the ball, you could either attack the one-on-one again and restart this, or you can take the shot, or you could start a domino. Okay, so all of these things down here are the options of the receiver. Okay, but the easy thing to keep in mind is these two things. Let's say the 2 now, the 1, 3, 4, the 5. The 2 has a ball. Again, just keep it simple. If it stays one-on-one, you go all the way and get the layup or get a shot around the basket. If the help comes over, the 5 side helps, you dump the ball off to the 5. If the 4 side helps, you dump the ball to the 4. Okay, so just keep those 2 points in mind. All right. Stays one-on-one, you to the hoop. Help defense steps up, dump it to the help side. Once you dump it off, then this guy needs to make their decision. Most of the time, they can pop up for a shot or they can drive in because this guy recovering is going to come pretty quick. Try to come pretty quick. So use his speed against him. But again, keep in mind, if you don't pop up for the shot or if you don't drive, look at if the two recovers or the one is up here, look at starting a domino. Right? Starting a domino. Okay. So that's the pattern I want our offense to think about all the time. Whether we're running a 2-3, a 4-out, or a 5-out, whether we're playing flash or hurricane. If it's one-on-one, you take him to the hoop. If it stays one, you finish it. If the help side steps up, that's your second job. Read the help defense. Dump it off to the help side. Okay?